Give me a bite. Give me a bite. Give me a bite of that. Give me a bite of that. Give me a bite of that. I love a piece of that. Bite-sized Thursday.
Welcome, one and all. It is bite-sized today.
Move that away from your mouth.
And we keep going with Thanksgiving themed episodes from all of our favorite shows today. And today, I love this show. We're doing New Girl. I love New Girl. I love Zooey Deschanel. I'm blanking on all of the other characters.
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson. I was gonna go Max Greenfield first because that's who plays Schmidt. Jake Johnson.
And the girl that plays Cece. What else do I know her from?
She's in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
No, that's from Good Place. She's not in She-Hulk.
Oh,
Honestly, I got it mixed up.
she is in. This is really random. She's in a Rocket Summer music video.
Huh.
Not that you know what Rocket Summer is.
No, not a clue.
I do.
You might,
Fair enough.
but I know her from something else. I just can't think of what it is right now.
The cast is. I really love how I feel like the cast now is blowing up. New Girl is really seeing a resurgence. Not that it really ever died away, but I feel like.
I feel like it was a niche show when it was on.
Mm-hmm. And it feels like it's just getting more and more known. A lot of people are watching it now. I know.
Similar. Actually, no. Inverse to Community. I watched New Girl when it was new and when it was going on, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm. And
Community, when I first watched it, when it was on, I did not like it. It was not until halfway through the first season that I liked it, but that's beside the point.
Do you have a flip flop?
Yeah, it did. I don't. Okay. I am a little tired of Zooey Deschanel stick.
I mean, that's fair. It went on for 8, 9 seasons?
Yeah, eight.
Because
8 or 9.
I think I was running New Girl started dying a little bit in quality, around season when they changed the intro. Do you remember when they changed the intro? So I know Jared, you've never seen this, but
No.
For everybody else, so they changed the intro. I think it was around 5 or 6, to where instead of them walking out with the sign "Who's that girl?" it would for the new one. It's just pictures of the cast. It's just a highlight.
So is it when she starts to date Nick?
Kind of.
Spoiler.
Oh, come on, boo!
That is like the least spoilerly.
Well, now I can't watch the show because I know
There
that
is.
You say that like you were going to watch the show to begin with.
You should, but because there's a really funny gag that it's further down the line that has to do with both Schmidt's character going by Schmidt. When you figure out Schmidt's real name, it's a really funny joke further in there. But anyway,
You should tell that story at parties.
thanks. Anything else before we jump into this? I know Jared, it's your first.
Yeah, I've
time
never
watching
seen
it. You've
any,
seen
not
this
even a
episode?
clip.
I don't know if I've seen this episode before. I know I watched into season 4 or 5 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I've seen this one.
That's fair. You might. This is one where they parent trap. She tries to parent trap her parents.
I feel like I would remember that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get right into this because I love this episode and I can't wait to watch it again. New Girl is so good. But, okay. So wait for 2 seconds for us to watch this and
Take a bite. Gobbly gobbly goo. Gobbly gobbly goo.
Gobbly gobbly goo.
Want me to hit this again so you know where the break is?
Yeah.
When you're ready, Dickie.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
For me money.
For me money. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just watched a whole episode in about 2 seconds. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
And
Old Boy. I really like that movie. Not the remake. The original.
What are we talking about?
Old Boy.
I know I need to see this, but I haven't seen it.
South Korean movie?
Isn't it
Man.
one of Bong Joon's or no?
No.
It's not? Okay. I thought it was for some reason. But that's a completely different topic. Oh my god, no.
I just went to the opposite and I realized, oh, that's just the movie.
No, we're watching New Girl. Yes, and this episode is fantastic. I love the fact that Rob Reiner and oh my god, it's the Scream Queen herself, Jamie Lee Curtis. I love that those are her parents. They do such a good job in this show.
Are they in
this
other
episode,
episodes as her parents?
They do
Okay,
pop
good.
up later.
Is this the first appearance?
I
I
think
feel
it is.
like yes.
I think it actually is.
And they're reoccurring?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll show up like usually like on the holiday episodes, like once here or there. Like obviously they're not super main characters, but they're back in.
No, Jamie Lee Curtis has to make things like Halloween ends.
And this reminds me, I love Jamie Lee Curtis so much.
Me
She
too.
is so much fun. She needs to be in more good things.
Hey,
I
those
don't think that's gonna happen.
those yogurt commercials are pretty good.
She is in those yogurt. Yeah. Oh, and I almost forgot. Oh my God, I can see his face. Rob Riggle is in this too. I love Rob.
The other Schmidt.
The other Schmidt. I legitimately forgot Riggle was in this until I'm like, oh yeah! I just got really happy.
Rob Riggle's great.
But yeah, as amazing as Rob Riggle is, I truly, this episode is, you don't see that many Parent Traps that actually work. And that's why I think this is hilarious, is because...
Well, you've seen the Parent Trap movies, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
both of them. All
Yes.
three of them.
And
three
actually-
of them.
There's a
at
second
least
one.
three.
Yeah,
No.
No, there's two.
yeah,
There's okay.
There's the original with Haley Mills.
Yeah.
There's a sequel from the 90s that was like it might have been a...
Dennis Quaid one, right?
No, that's
No,
the
I
remake in the 90s.
have
There's
not-
like a direct-to-video one or like a TV one.
I have not seen the sequel, but
Oh.
I've seen the original.
Yep.
I've seen the one with Lindsay Lohan,
Yeah.
and It Takes Two with Mary-Kate and Ashley, which is not the same thing, but it is the same.
Oh, you know what
thing.
else would be considered one? Yours, Mine, and Ours. You remember that? That's a Parent Trap thing, I think.
No, it's not.
No?
No, Yours, Mine, and Ours is they get married and they both have a big set of kids.
Oh, you're right.
And then
I got
It
all-
Takes Two, it's not a Parent Trap because they weren't already married. It's matching him up with Kirstie
It's the
Alley.
same sort of thing, though.
But it's not a Parent Trap where you're trapping them back into it.
It's still a trap. They do the same thing.
It's kind of a
They
trap.
literally do the same thing.
Is it a trap? I just remember a helicopter.
They switch. The girls switch so that they can get them together.
It's been a
That's
long
the
time
trap.
Since I've seen that. I'm impressed you remember it so
I don't
well.
remember. Well,
I'm
see,
really
the Yours, Mine, and
impressed.
Ours one I remember, but I don't remember It Takes Two that well.
Probably because it's not great.
The point being, in at least the Haley Mills and the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap movies, it works.
It
In
does.
both cases, it works. So when does it
I was
not work?
incredibly
When
wrong
does it
with
not
that
work?
statement. That's a valid point. I was
Have you at least
incredibly
seen
wrong
one
with
of
that
them?
Statement. I have. I just, for some reason, yeah, no, I don't know where I was going with that point. I really, truly don't.
Yeah, I was wondering. It's like,
Like, it's-
they usually don't work. Like, where
Yeah,
are you
no,
getting
they,
that?
They do actually tend to.
Do people actually do this in real life? I'm really
Maybe
curious.
that's my
I'm
question
curious
is,
if
I feel
people
like
actually
this-
try this. I feel like they do, just maybe not as cartoonish
I think
as
that's
TV
probably
shows.
a question that three people whose parents are still together can't answer.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. For anybody out there living with divorced parents, do let us know if you have
Or don't.
tried.
We don't want you to relive your pain if it is too much.
What are you doing?
I mean, it's just I'm
who
curious.
do you think you
I'm
are?
He just
curious.
wants the engagement. He's here
I
for
want
the engagement.
Speaking of engagement, Jared, I know you have not seen this before. You were
No.
laughing
Wait.
several times.
Wait.
Yeah.
Speaking of engagement, congratulations!
Oh my god! Oh my god! So funny. No, for everybody listening to this episode, don't get any ideas who actually knows me personally. No. But anyway.
Or get ideas.
Oh dear lord. I was simply just asking Jared. He's never seen this before. I
I've
heard him
never
laughing
seen it.
several
I have
times.
heard about it for many years, which is why you said how the thing it never dwindled, but now it's back.
Yeah.
To me, because I feel like I'm surrounded by people who watch it and love it. It's never been gone.
It's never. They've always just kind of.
Most people are like, oh, I remember this person on New Girl and Jess and Schmidt and what's Jake Johnson again?
Jake. No, it's not Jake.
Nick.
Nick. I was
Nick.
I tried to think. Why am I blanking
There
on
you
his
go.
name all of a
So like I'm hearing this all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about because I think my sister really likes it,
sudden? Okay, that's fair.
which seems to be the demographic.
No.
It was very quirky, very early 2010s quirky,
Very 2010s quirky, yeah.
which It's getting a little insufferable, but the side characters are the best part.
Right? Come on. They really are.
So I have a question.
Oh,
like I said previous, I am a little tired of the Zoe Deschanel shtick. You know, she was in New Guy, so she's been around at least that long.
Yeah.
When spoilers, when she catches her family, her mom and dad, in the bathroom, and then they do the whole door opening thing and looking in thing.
Yeah.
Was that supposed to get funnier because we know comedy happens in threes? Or was it just supposed to get more awkward?
I think it's a little bit of both. I really, truly... Like, I think that's where New Girl shines. Is, like, that perfect balance of, this feels awkward, I don't know if I should laugh, on top of, like...
So cringe humor.
Something... Yeah.
I've never put that word to it yet, but yeah.
It is kind of... Yeah. And then so, if you're okay with, like, that cringy kind of stuff, then I like cringe humor, so I'll laugh at that. But I know one of my friends out there, I'll name drop her, Rachel, she hates cringe humor, and so she has like remember Scott's Tots? Like she yeah.
If cringe humor becomes an actual term, if it isn't already, that is like the poster child for that. That is one of the hardest things to watch. You know what Scott's Tots is?
Does it have something to do with The Office?
It's an Office episode.
Well, I know that The Office, just in general, is a lot of cringe humor.
This is
like
so...
It's basically
Was
10
it from-
years before Michael promised a whole class of kids he'd pay for their college because he thought he'd be successful and rich. 10 years have passed, and now he has to tell them, I'm not paying for your college even though you're graduating.
It
is so hard to watch.
I feel like New Girl, like, they never hit that level of cringe, but there's enough just from the natural character of Jess that it makes it entertaining.
I've watched a bit of the show, probably like 4 seasons, maybe, I don't know.
It's probably the best seasons, in my opinion.
I do think that the show is good. Don't get me wrong, I give it crap because I am tired of the shtick,
Which is fair.
It's good. I think that they balance I don't think, how do I say this? Schmidt, from what I've seen, eases off on the cringe humor, and I think that balances it out because I don't want to say he becomes stupid, but he becomes more endearing.
Oh yeah.
Than cringy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And in like the first season, he was.
They went right
was
for
cringe.
the like classic himbo. Like he's.
Except himbo wasn't a thing. Yeah.
That's true. Like back, like nobody used that term a lot, but like that's how they used to portray him. And I do like. I do think, personally, I like the hijinks of the early seasons more, but the characters are better versions of themselves in the later seasons, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, because I know you were talking about Schmidt, and that reminds me of, him in, like, the later seasons. He's absolutely hilarious. Like, it was like, a white man? No! Like all of that, like, classic Schmidtisms. I know that makes no sense to you, Jared.
From what I've seen, I believe back when I was watching it, Cece and he had become my favorite characters, and every time Zoe Deschanel was on screen, I was like, can we go back to those two, please? I was... Remember how in our favorites I said for your name I had never been more invested in an anime couple? I had never been more invested in like a sitcom couple.
The Nick and Cece? Or Schmidt and Cece?
Schmidt and Cece.
God.
I think I stopped watching before Nick and...
Jess, actually.
Yeah.
That's fair. But like back to this episode, I feel like the best part about it is that you really get to see where and how Jess is the way she is. Like her parents are like the way they write them, they are exactly what she is, but just split in two. Nicely done writing the parents on that one.
She tried to throw the turkey down the garbage disposal. That was funny and sad at the same time.
And the Schmidts both trying to kiss Winston.
And he does. And it's like, and it works because it's Winston getting his comeuppance for starting the whole thing.
Yep.
Because it's like, why are you doing this? I'm bored.
Yep. It's fantastic. It is. But any last minutes before we wrap this up? Any thoughts on New Girl, the Parent Trap episode that's not titled The Parent Trap?
It's called Parents.
It is an appearance. Okay, I was pretty close. All right, well, thank you everybody for listening to our dissection on New Girl and this episode. If you like to listen to us more, you can follow us on socials, and Jared is going to tell you where you can follow us.
Hopefully they can hear that. That is the sound.
ASMR.
I don't believe these are ASMR mics, but you know.
Here, I'll add the sound effect in my. Yeah, so that's.
Wait, hold on.
Or we're going to do that. In case you don't like ASMR, turn this part off. Go.
So you can follow us on the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram and the TikTok. And you can listen to us on Apple, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify.
Woo!
And if you're watching here on YouTube, like, subscribe, ring our bell.
And don't forget to rate us on all those podcasting apps. It makes our numbers look awesome.
Also listen to us on the funny radio thing that Billy Joel smashed his guitar over.
We are on iHeart. Yeah, we're on everything.
There we
We're on
go.
everything, baby.
How did
And we have a website.
Billy, what?
Don't forget our website.
Billy Joel smashed
No,
his.
Billy Joe.
Okay.
Makes more sense. You take away one letter and it makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
Anyway, from all of us here at All Slate Media, thank you for listening to today's episode. We have more fun and awesome content coming your way very soon. So, from all of us, thank you for listening. Don't forget every Thursday or whenever you have time.
Take a bite.
Bite me off a piece of that. Bite-sized